सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Om. Page 278, verse 103. बहुजन्मदृढाभ्यासात् देहादेष्वात्मधीक्षणात् पुनः पुनरुदेत्येवम् जगत्सत्यत्वधीरपि. Vidyaranya talking about the obstacles comes in one's life for a Vedantic student between Jnanam and Jnana Phalam. After listening to Shastra, one can receive the knowledge, Jnanam. After receiving that knowledge through Shravanam, but person is not able to claim, I am Brahman. Having received the information from the Guru, but that student is not able to claim wholeheartedly, with confidence, with conviction, I am that Brahman alone. Why that student is not able to own up or convince oneself? There are three types of obstacles possible. First type of obstacle is pramana asambhavana, not having the pramanya buddhi in Shastram. Shastra is the only source for this knowledge. That Shastre pramanya buddhi, that is one type of obstacle. But that obstacle can be removed by studying Shastra, that is called Shravanam. Shravanena pramana asambhavana nivrittihi. Through Shravanam, Shravanena, by listening to the scriptures. Shravanam means what? Listening to Vedantic scriptures or prasthanatrayam from a competent teacher consistently for a length of time. Once I listen, Shastra is the pramanam. I will come to conclusion. With regard to Jiva, who is this Jiva individual? With regard to Ishvara, who is this God at all? What is this universe in front of me? Doubts regarding myself, regarding Ishvara, regarding world. All these doubts can be relieved, removed only by Shastra Shravanam. Shravanena pramana asambhavana nivrittihi. Shastra is the only authentic source to remove all these doubts. So Shravanam. Then Prameya Asambhavana. How a Brahman who is formless, all pervading, which I cannot see any time, how is it possible? Is such a Brahman does exist? Such a Brahman exists at all. Prameya asambhavana. Brahma vishaye asambhavana. Impossibility. That Brahman happens to be yourself, that also Shastra says, which I don't like. Unseen Brahman, partless Brahman, bodiless Brahman, invisible Brahman, that too all-pervading Brahman. How can I be Brahman which is all-pervading? I am not all-pervading. Therefore, prameya vishaye, Brahma vishaye, asambhavana, impossibility. That buddhi, no. Very, very difficult to accept such a Brahman. That is the prameya asambhavana. How can you remove that nivritti? How is it possible? Mananena. Mananena. Continuous reflecting upon the teaching again and again, I can remove that doubt. Which Brahman Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma happens to be myself. It is not away from me. It is not even close to me. It is me alone. That prameya asambhavana nivrittihi, the removal of the impossibility of that Brahman as myself, that doubt can be removed only by mananam, mananam, mananam. Then what is the third obstacle? There is no dosha in pramana shastram. There is no dosha in Brahman also. But I am not able to, in spite of Shravanam, in spite of Mananam, still I am very stubborn. I am very stubborn not to claim I am Brahman. I am very stubborn. I am very comfortable in claiming I am a housewife. I am very comfortable in claiming I am a father. I am very comfortable in claiming I am an officer. I am a doctor. If you say so, I am so comfortable. Yes, I am a doctor. I am an advocate. I am a housewife. I am a householder. Ippudi sonna nanna irukkum. I am very comfortable. But I am Brahman, still I have that some doubt in spite of Shravanam, in spite of Mananam. Shastra says why in spite of Shravanam, Mananam also person is not able to convince because of lack of previous upasana. Saguna Ishvara upasana. If you have not done sufficiently, Ishvara upasana, Ekarupa upasana, Vishwarupa upasana, you have not done Aradhana, Bhagavad upasana. If you have not done that Viparita Bhavana problem, third obstacle, Pramatru. The Pramata, the listener, the student is called Pramata. The Pramatru Vruddhi dosha. That is the dosha. There is no dosha in Shastra. Through Shravanam you have understood. There is no dosha in Brahman. Through Mananam you have understood. In spite of this much association with the Shastra and the Brahma Swarupam, I am not comfortably able to claim I am Brahman because Viparita Bhavana dosha. Viparita Bhavana. Viparita Bhavana means it is at two levels, intellectual level and emotional level. Intellectual level Viparita Bhavana. Intellectual level Viparita Bhavana number 1. Emotional level Viparita Bhavana number 2. This is called habitual notions. I am a samsari. I am a miserable human being. My mind is fluctuating all the time. I know my mind at 8 o'clock morning, how is it? Miserable mind. I know my mind 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Therefore, I am a miserable person, samsari, tortured by many things, afflicted by many people, many incidents, many experiences. Such a miserable I am Brahman. Instead of claiming Brahman, a student asking Guru, such a me, am I Brahman? Do you think, oh Guru, you do not know about me? Viparita Bhavana. Instead of claiming I am Nitya Muktaha, I need not get Mukti. I was Atma Swarupam, ever Mukta Atma Swarupam. Now also I am ever Mukta Atma Swarupam. In future also I ever will be Atma Mukta Swarupam, Nitya Mukta Swarupam. Instead of this, what am I doing? Connecting myself with a small husband, small wife. Small means finite. With samsari husband, samsari wife, I relate myself and I think my life is that's all. There is nothing more for me left out. This is my life. I consider, that is called samsara. Shastra says this is the problem belong to the mind, not you. Even sannyasi, jnani also has got a samsara at vyavahara level. Even sannyasi, jnani also has to undergo the mental turbulence. You go and detect the mind of a sannyasi, jnani. You will wonder, you will astonish. Appo ivarikulla ivada samsaram irukka. Because vyavahara level, mental level, prarabdha continues even for a sannyasi, jnani. A grihastha is attacked by or attacking putra, putri. Guru is sannyasi, guru, jnani is attacked by the shishya or shishyas. Or by ashrama, management, people, office, administration, poduma samsara. So in vyavahara kale, sannyasi jnani also has to face vyavahara, turbulence, mental fluctuations, disturbances, unavoidable. But what is the difference between ajnani, grihastha and jnani, sannyasi? Jnani sannyasi knows that these experiences I am facing through my sishyas, through my ashrama, through my all events, what are all going on, they cannot make me a samsari. They cannot afflict my knowledge or fact that I am a asamsari. Very important. This type of vyavahara for a sannyasi jnani also, in spite of that disturbance, in spite of that distraction, in spite of that affliction, because of some prarabdha, it is not going to change the fact that I am a samsari. The disturbance in the mind cannot touch me. What is me? What type of me? Asamsari I am. I am not at all connected to this vyavahara, samsara. That jnani knows very clearly. That is why they are not afflicted by that. In spite of doing lot of vyavahara. So jnani mind also undergoes a change, modification. Because it is also a mind. But one plus point is that mind he has or she has falsified. It will not enter inside and afflict. It is only a mithya vyavahara going on, not disturbed by that. They never lose sight of their real nature. But for this ajnani who has not yet assimilated, two things are standing in front of him. What is that? He says in 103, Bahujanma Drudhabhyasat. In 101, we saw Shravanena Pramana Asambhavana Nivritti in 101 in one sloka. Then in 102, Vidyaranya talked about Mananena Prameya Asambhavana Nivrittihi. Having said these two in one sloka, now he is going to enter the third Viparita Bhavana. What is Viparita Bhavana? How to remove that Viparita Bhavana? He talks from 103 onwards up to 131. 29 verses, solidly 29 verses he is going to spend for Viparita Bhavana. Why he has not focused on Pramana Asambhavana, Prameya Asambhavana much time means, he said, you look into Brahma Sutra. Because Vyasacharya, first chapter, Samanvayadhyaya, which we have completed in our T-Nagar class, that is Pramana Asambhavana Nivrityartham, that Shravanam, first chapter of Brahma Sutra. That's what he explained in the second previous sloka, 102. Then in second chapter of Brahma Sutra, through Mananam, that also Vyasacharya elaborately talked about Prameya Asambhavana Nivritti. By discussing many other systems of philosophies, how they are fallacious, how Advaita Vedanta alone is correct. Elaborate explanation. So many sutras in one pada, still we are dragging, We have entered now only in fourth pada of second chapter. Third chapter alone is Nididhyasana topic, Brahma Sutra. So we are going to enter that chapter later. Not here in Brahma Sutra class. That means Shravanam, Mananam, Viparita Bhavana, Vyasacharya has not dealt much elaborately. Because it is a very small chapter. Third chapter of Brahma Sutra is a very small chapter meant for Nididhyasanam. First chapter is meant for Shravanam. Second, Shravanam for what? Ajnana Nivrityartham. For the removal of ignorance, Shravanam. For the removal of doubt, Samshaya Nivrityartham, Mananam. Second chapter of Brahma Sutra. And Nididhyasanam is meant for the removal of Viparita Bhavana. Viparita Bhavana Nivrityartham Nididhyasanam. That is most important topic Vidyaranya feels, and he is going to elaborate that. That's why he is starting from 103. Viparita Bhavana Nivritti. Where is this Viparita Bhavana? Not somewhere else. Not outside. In my mind alone. In my antahkaranam alone. Bahujanma Dridha Abhyasat. This Viparita Bhavana coming from when? Not from this Janma. Not from 10 years or 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. It is coming Bahu Janma, from many Janmas. Not ordinary. Dridha Abhyasat. Because of strong, deep Abhyasa practice. What practice? Enna yoga practice pandromo illiyo? Puja practice pandromo illiyo? In the Viparita Bhavana practice matram strong irukke. Abhyasat Dehadishu Atmadhihi Kshanat Bhavet. Dehadishu, Deha, Prana, Mana, upon all this, Atma Buddhi. Dhihi means Buddhi, Jnanam. Atmadhihi. Atmadhi means Dehatma Bhavana. I am this body alone. A strong orientation. I am mind alone. I am this prana alone. Deham pranam apindriyanyapi chalam buddhincha shunyam viduhu. Like that. So Dehatmavada, Pranatmavada, Manatmavada, adella in one mind. So deeply. Kshanat bhavet. How much time it takes? Within fraction of seconds. Once I get up immediately, Dehabhimana comes. Manabhimana comes. Ego comes. Yesterday some phone conversation disturbed my mind. Suppose. Early morning when I wake up, that only comes in my mind. Edukku anavashyama in the phone call panditana ani thonu. With good intention I do a phone call. And they talk, they blabber something. I am a Vedantic student. I thought I want to be friendly with everyone. I want to be with the welfare of everyone I want to see. Just I call. Immediately after saying hello, they start. I can't listen that much, unpleasant, unappreciable words they talk. People don't know how to talk, first of all. Why people? We don't know how to talk at all. First of all, how to talk itself is a great problem. Because of our behavior, our vasanas, just we blurt out. Blurt out, that's all. What we are talking is required or not in this time or to this person, whether to talk or not. Adella paakave maatom. Kshanat, within fraction of seconds, it disturbs my mind because mind orientation. I identify with the mind, I identify with the body. Punaha punaha udet. Punaha punaha, again and again, not one time or two times. That person says only one time. Kalidhu na sonna, kalidai na. You are sorry, kalidai na sonna, even 100 times he is thinking. Punaha punaha. Punaha punaha. You anyhow you are not kalidai. Edukku ivanukku baadaiyanna. Kalidai ille neeku ivanukku edukku baadaiyanna. Why you are struggling? Because kshanat abhimanat, because of identification with the mind and body, you slip down very easily in artham. From your real state, Atman, nature, you slip down very easily. So easily and solrar. Punaha, punaha. Again and again you fall. Again you remember I am Brahman. Again you fall. Falling 100 times, remembering one time only. If you one time you remember, falling many times. That is why suffering. Punaha punaha udet dehatma bhavana. Abhyasa means habit here. That habit is coming from janma janmas. Evam jagat satyatva dhirapi. Jagat is satyam. The world is real, bhavana. This body-mind complex is real. First error. Then next error is what? This world is also real. Jagat satyatva dhi. This jagat, the world, what I am seeing in front of me, people, objects, other things are real, 100% real. If anyone says it is not real, he is having some problem. Problem even actually. The one who sees reality in the world is having problem. Ajnanam problem. If anyone says world is unreal, avarku ennamo problem nu solluva. Eppadi irukku parunga. Is it not viparita bhavana? That is called viparita bhavana. This is pramatra buddhi dosha. Once this dosha is there, when Shastra is talking, it is mithya. I am not able to accept means jagat satyatva dhihi kshanat bhavit. World is troubling me. Auto man, because of auto person, trouble. Because of neighbor, trouble. Because of water problem, trouble. Because of electricity problem, trouble. Ellame trouble. World is troubling me. World is troubling me. Body is troubling me. Everything is troubling me. This is called samsara. Jagat satyatva buddhi, dehatmani, deha, manasi, satyatva buddhi. These are the two problems. This is called viparita bhavana. Bhaved. Then he concludes in the next shloka, 104, we will read. Viparita bhavaneyam aikagryat sa nivartate tattvopadeshat prageva bhavatyetadupasanat. As I said in the last class, previous sloka is concluded in the 104 first line. iyam viparita bhavana bhavyati. There you have to put a full stop. Jagat satyatvadhihi dehadishu atmadhihi kshanad bhavet tadeva iyam viparita bhavana bhavati. This alone is called viparita bhavana. Now, any time if you have a doubt question, what is viparita bhavana? You have to see, identification with the body is called viparita bhavana. Reality, giving reality to the world is viparita bhavana. Giving reality to the world means what? Vyavaharically real, experientially real. But you need not give that much reality feeling that it is troubling me. Vyavaharically, it is real. When you want to buy mango, mango is mango. You cannot say mango, you are unreal. No. Milk packet you buy, you drink milk, you are unreal. And Vyavaharically they are real. But when they are coming to disturb you because of up and downs sometimes, that disturbance caused because of the satyatva buddhi. Accept the vyavahara prapanchika anubhavas as they are always have up and downs or plus and minus experiences, favorable, unfavorable, bound to be there. You cannot change that. You have to go through favorable, unfavorable. But the affliction caused to your mind because of satyatva buddhi. That affliction to your mind, the pain you face because of satyatva buddhi. Not it as it is. What comes as it is, if you accept, doesn't give any problem. But when you give reality to that, situations, people, objects, that alone cause pain. Remove that reality, satyatva buddhi you remove, no problem. You need not change the world. Accept it as it is. But the moment you give reality to that in your mind, that only causes the pain. Raga, dvesha comes. If you look at it as it is without any raga, dvesha, neither attachment nor aversion, no problem. It is even wonderful. It is like a drama. That is why learn to see the world as it is. Iyam viparita bhavana bhavati. Full stop. Then how to eliminate this viparita bhavana? Now Acharya is giving the technique. How to remove viparita bhavana. The technique is aikagryat sa nivartate. Sa viparita bhavana. Sa means that viparita bhavana, habitual orientation, intellectual level, emotional level. Emotional level, people are blackmailing me, people are making use of me, they are not understanding me, they are only misusing me, they are exploiting me. This type of thinking is emotional weakness or emotional level viparita bhavana. Intellectual level, I am a baddha, I am bound, I am not at all having freedom, I am a samsari, that intellectual problem. Two types of viparita bhavanas put together, nivartate, removed or eliminated through what? Aikagriyat, by aikagram, ekagrasya bhavaha aikagriyam. Ikkada, there, aikagriyam means Vedantic teaching or Vedantic meditation. Here aikagriyam means nididhyasanam anartham. Vedantic meditation or nididhyasanam. What do you do through this nididhyasanam? Your thought orientation. You are disciplining the thought. You are channelizing your thought, or you are directing your thought pattern. Samsari buddhi baddhaha aham aham jivaha, aham dukhi, that buddhi, that thought pattern you change. I am no more a samsari, I am not a baddhaha, I am ever free, I am the substratum of this world, this thought pattern. I replace that thought pattern by this thought pattern. That is called aikagryam. This is easily done by a person who has been already in upasana previously, before Shravanam itself. That is why in young age itself you start upasana. All the way it take you to self-knowledge. Young age itself you have to do dhyanam. Dhyana means eka rupa upasana. Upasanas are 4 types. 4 types of upasanas are there. First, before Shravanam, 2 types of upasana. Eka rupa upasana. Ishtadevata. Ishtadevata prarthana, Ishtadevata japam, Ishtadevata dhyanam. For a length of time I have to do. It is not just blind aradhana. That is required for a focused mind, concentrated mind. I need a focused mind. Focused mind or disciplining the mind is required. That can be achieved only when you sit in front of your Ishtadevata. Don't change only Devatas. Devatas means today Rama is my Ishtadevata. After 1 month Krishna is my Ishtadevata. அங்கே ஏதோ ஊர்வலம் வரும். அந்த ஊர்வலம் வந்தவுடன் அதை பார்த்த உடனே let me change my God. People change like that. Don't change like that. Whatever Ishtadevata you like wholeheartedly in your mind, do that upasana regularly. Regularly you do for some time. You come to Shastra with that upasana, you are blessed. Suppose you have not done, at least do now. எப்படி இருக்குன்னா, after listening Vedanta 10 years, 15 years, Swamini, I have not done Ekarupa Upasana, let me go to Ekarupa Upasana. எப்படி இருக்கும்? After coming to Vedanta, what Vedanta teaching? Advaitam Brahma. You are Nirgunam Brahma. You are not away from Ishvara. Ishvara is Lakshyartha. Jiva Atma Lakshyartha. Atma Swarupam is one and the same. After listening to Advaitam this much time, if a student asks, I want to do Saguna Ishvara Dhyanam, and the Guru Guru can never feel happy. That is why we say, instead of going to Dvaita Upasana again, Ekarupa Upasana, there again you are dividing. Ishvara is different. I am different. Namani Tiripe Madalakondachana. Again Dvaita Bhavana, again Dvaita fear comes. Dvaita Adhi Bhayam Bhavati. That Ishvara is a savior. I am going to be saved. Savior from what? Savior from the world. Again Triputi you are going back. Therefore you have to do Akasha Dhyanam. Akasha Upasana. Ahangraha Dhyanam. First one is Ekarupa Upasana. Next one is Vishwarupa Upasana. Every entire universe is my Ishtadevata only in this form. This Vishwarupa to expand your mind. Ekarupa is to develop concentration, focusing mind. Expanding mind, Vishwarupa Dhyanam. These two you are supposed to finish before coming to Shastra. அப்பமோ டைம் இல்லை தியானம் பண்ணுறதுக்கு, பூஜா டைம் கிடையாது, ஆஃபீஸு வீடு கிச்சன்லோனே இருப்பான். ஸோ யூ ஹேவ் டு ஸ்பெண்ட் டைம் அட்லீஸ்ட் மினிமம் 5 years to 10 years if you do sufficiently enough. Then you come to Shastra, you know, don't require any nididhyasanam at all. But many people come without doing all those things. That is why nididhyasanam is required here. For such people, Vidyaranya is going to say what type of nididhyasana to be done. Even Chandogya Upanishad, first 5 chapters, what? Upasana. Akasha Upasana comes there, Udgita Upasana comes there. All Saguna Upasanas comes there only. Even Taittiriya Upanishad, Akasham Shariram Brahma, that upasanas comes, Omkara Upasana comes. All Upanishadic Shastras also talking that only. He says, next sloka he says that, here Aikagriyat sa nivartate, Ekagrita dwara, that is possible. Tattvopadeshat prageva bhavati. Tattva upadesha, tattvasya upadesha, tattvopadesha. Before this teaching you are going to receive from the Guru, it has to be taken place. But tadu upasanat bhavati, etadu upasanat, saguna upasanat, dvaita upasanat bhavati. This Aikagriyam which you have to complete before Tattvopadeshat Prageva. You are supposed to complete before your Shastra study. But what happens? Etad upasanat tad bhavati. Etad upasanat, this nididhyasana dvara, chitta ekagrata, etat means chitta ekagrata, saguna upasana dvara, dvaita upasana dvara eva bhavati. Because there is no question of in nididhyasana, I want to get a concentration, therefore I do contemplation. Contemplation ki concentration ki no connection. That's why in my Vedic meditation classes, people take it as granted. Ennamo Swamini solva appome, visualize your Ishtadevata, Abhishekam, Gandham, milk, idedane appome sollindirka. I think a student doze off. Sometime you might have missed that Abhisheka, Pala Abhishekam, Gandha Abhishekam. You might have missed it. At least before my Vedanta class, let me finish that and na start pannuve. Many students are mudichirundhukku appuram dhaan varuva class ke, because they are all busy. Naan dhaan unemployed. Therefore I come and sit, do Ekarupa Dhyanam, Vishwarupa Dhyanam. Many times I take in the class. Why? To remove that Viparita Bhavana, so that you can internalize the teaching, to expand your mind and to bring your mind for focusing. That's why Parayanam first I start, then Pranayama, then Dhyanam. I don't say every class casually, just like that I do. But very, very sensitive students grasp the purpose. Very, very few students grasp that. Half an hour, ennamo munnadi varuva Swamini. Swamini enna vela illa. Namak paati nama polam epovadu. Now, that half an hour is very, very important to assimilate the 1 hour class. Half an hour is precious for 1 hour class. Very rarely, once in a year or twice in a year, thrice in a year, I come late. Because if my vehicle problem or traffic problem, otherwise I'll come always 5 minutes before. 10:30 and 10:25 maximum I will be here, or 10:30 exactly I will be here. What is the purpose? Nanu 4-5 பேர் இருப்போம், அதனாலதான் மெதுவா வருவான் எல்லாருமே. I am not pointing out, இங்க கிளாஸுக்கு வரதே பெரிய விஷயம், வாங்கோ போதும், அதே போதும் எனக்கு. Now you see how important that is. Aikagriyat sa nivartate. So a tremendous effect will be there when you do pranayama. Tremendous effect. 5 rounds or 9 rounds every class. In every one of my class I do pranayama purposefully only for this concentration. You don't know how it works. It works tremendously. Aikagriyat tad upasanat. Etad upasanat saguna upasanat. Tattvopadesa prageva viparita bhavana sa nivartate. It has to be removed before Shravana itself. If not happened, okay, now also you can do ahangraha upasana, akasha upasana also, looking at the space and doing meditation, because Atma is very close to space. Space and Atma are having similar common features. Akasha is indivisible, Atma is indivisible. Akasha is partless, Atma is also partless. Akasha is all-pervading, Atma is all-pervading. That is why Vetta Veli Dhyanam, Akasha Dhyanam. Once you come to Shastra, Aham Brahmasmi, there is no Vetta Veli Dhyanam. Vetta Veli Dhyanam become meaningless when you are coming to Aham Brahmasmi. All meditations are only meant to assimilate the fact here. To assimilate the fact, you need a focused mind. Dhanur grihitva upanishadam mahantam. Why that arrow, bow arrow example? That arrow you sharpen, no? Nicely sharpen. Like children sharpen the pencil. Sharpener. The pair is sharpener. The sharpener for what purpose? To draw a fine line. You know, painters and the pencil, எப்படி இருக்கும்? பிளண்டா இருக்குமா ஷார்ப்பா இருக்குமா? ஷார்ப்பா இருக்குமா? அவன் டாட் வச்சா அது தெரியும் கூட தெரியாது. அந்த லைட் டாட் அப்படி இருக்கும். அது பிளண்ட் பென்சில் யூ கீப் எப்படி இருக்கும்? It is not sharp. Similarly, arrow also they sharpen. Once you strike that arrow, it go and hit that place. If it is blunt, can it hit the point? It cannot hit. Similarly, your mind is like same like arrow. A jivatma aham, this mind has to go and hit the Paramatma. Don't take literally. Hitting Paramatma. The mind has to dwell upon that Brahman. That mind should be very sharp. Aham, Atma, Paramatma, Aikya Jnanam, one and the same can come when your mind is so sharp. It go and stand there. Aham Brahmasmi, Paramatma eva Ahamasmi. For that sharpening only this upasana. Our people, whole religion meant for this upasana. Kaika puja, Vachika puja, they have to culminate into Manasa puja, Manasa dhyana. Why this Manasa puja dhyana? To sharpen your mind, to get focus. Then you absorb like a sponge. ஏன் இப்படி அப்சார்ப் பண்ண முடியலன்னா அந்த அளவு உபாசனா பண்ணணும். Then comes ahangraha upasanam. Aham eva, I invoke myself. Upon myself I invoke Brahman. This is ahangraha upasana. That is also a fourth type of upasana. Whatever I want to be meditate upon, that I am. Meditating object, I want to be that. This is called ahangraha upasana. Arunam karunam, that dhyana sloka in Lalita Sahasrana. Aham ityeva vibhavayet bhavani. Aham iti. That Lalita bhavani ahameva. That bhavana should come. So we have to understand their significance. The word's significance we have to understand. They are not just chanting, the meaning we have to understand. So he says, next sloka we will read. Upasthayotaye matra Brahma shastrepi chintitaha Praganabhyasinah paschat Brahmabhyaset na tadbhavet. Ataha means since a person who has not done Ekarupa upasana, Vishwarupa upasana before coming to the Vedanta study, that Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasana prescribed in the first chapter of Panchadasi, 54th shloka onwards, Vidyaranya gives Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasana. Then he borrows from yoga, Ashtanga yoga, Desha sthiti, Kala sthiti, Indriya sthiti, Manasthiti, Buddhi sthiti, Asana sthiti, pranasthiti, all this comes under samadhi abhyasa rupa nididhyasana. One has to sit in a particular place, particular time, particular posture, and one has to observe the breathing, prana vikshanam, and samadhi abhyasa rupa nididhyasana. In every class before that, what I do, 5 minutes meditation, samadhi abhyasa rupa nididhyasana. Then I culminate into Vedantic meditation, that which you have to do later also. Brahmabhyasa rupa nididhyasana. There are 2 types of meditations which confuse many people, because people do not know what is meditation. Adula rendu meditation sonna enna puriyum. Saguna Ishvara upasana, Dvaita upasana, Dvaita dhyanam. Saguna Ishvara upasana is called Dvaita dhyanam, where I am the meditator and meditating object is different from me. That is before Shastra study. That is Saguna Ishvara Dhyanam. And Nirguna Ishvara Dhyanam is after coming to Vedanta study. Nirguna Ishvara Dhyanam, where there is no Dvaitam, only Advaitam, Nirgunam, there it is Sagunam, that is Dvaitam. Here Nirgunam, Atma, Paramatma, Jivatma are one and the same. Advaitam, Nirgunam. No gunas are there. There, Sakala Kalyana Guna Ganaika Nilayaha, Sagunam. Our vere, non vere. Adnala Dvaitam. But a difference is Dhyanam, Upasana, and meditation. This is meditation, this is contemplation. Okay? This is before Vedanta study, this is after Vedanta study. Even after Vedanta study, whatever Dhyanam we do, again it is of 2 types. Dhyanam is 2 types. Saguna Ishvara Dhyanam, Nirguna Brahma Dhyanam. Again, Nirguna Brahma Dhyanam is of 2 types. Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam, Brahma Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam. Kolappam. Illaya? Ore kolappama irukku. First time if you listen, it is confusion only. Now, Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam, where the Ashtanga Yoga is involved. You sit in a particular place, a particular asana, particular time you do every day. Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Sariratraya Vilakshanaha, Panchakosha Vilakshanaha, Jagat Sakshi Aham. That dhyanam you sit and do, care of 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Mandukya Upanishad also, Acharya says, Sakashayam vijaniyat samapraptam na chalayet. So all these nididhyasanams talked about in Mandukya, Bhagavad Gita, Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam, Brahma Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam. Even Drigdrishya Viveka Vidyaranya Swami elaborately explained Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam, Brahma Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam. Now he quotes from Yoga Vasishtam. Before going to Yoga Vasishtam, he is giving how this upasana to be done. Yoga Vasishtam sloka comes later. This 105, he gives Vedanta upasanam, Vedantic meditation. Now you see, Brahma Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam is no particular time, no particular place, no particular asana. 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita is Brahma Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam. நீ அவனுக்கு அது புரியலன்னா 5th chapter போ 6th chapter சொன்னார் கிருஷ்ண பரமாத்மா. பண்ணு சமாதி அபியாச ரூப நிதித்தியாசனம். பஷ்யன் ஸ்ருண்வன் ஸ்பிருஷன் ஜிக்ரன் பிரம்மாபியாச ரூப நிதித்தியாசனம். தத்ரைகாக்ரம் மனः கிருத்வா, அந்த ஏகாகிரதா மனசு பிராணாயாமா அன்னி ஆல் திஸ் he comes here samadhi abhyasa rupa. Survey Ajnani thinks differently. Prakrite kriyamānāni gunaih karmāni sarvashah ahankara vimūಢātmā kartāhamiti manyate tattva vittu mahabāho gunakarma vibhāgayoho guna guneshu vartamte iti matvāna sajjate. So Ajnani dhyananda பண்ணுவான், உபாசனா பண்றான். Jnani does nididhyasanam. அது எந்த நிதித்தியாசனம்? அட்வான்ஸ்டு நிதித்தியாசனம் இது பிரம்மாபியாச ரூப நிதித்தியாசனம். No, look into the shloka. Upastayaha ataha eva atra brahmashastre api chintitaha Brahma Shastra means Vedanta Upanishadic mantras also. Brahmanaha Shastram Brahma Shastram. Tasmin Brahma Shastre in Upanishadic teaching also. Because Chandogya, Brihadaranyaka, Taitriyam, in all these Kaivalya Upanishad, there are sort of upasanas. Even Keno Upanishad also, last it comes, upasana is highlighted. Brahma Shastra api chintitaha. Chintitaha means inquired into. Upastayaha. Upastayaha means this type of meditations. Pragabhyasina, anabhyasinaha. These type of meditations are recommended in Upanishadic statements also. In every Upanishad also. Bhruguvalli and Sikshavalli both are only Upasana Vallis. Only Brahmavalli is the main teaching. Atma Vidya. Why Upanishad talks about these Upasanas? Brahmavalli is difficult. Therefore start with Upasana. Puriliya, Tiripimalli, Upasana. Upanishad teaching. That is what meaning. Brahma Shastra api chintitaha. Even in Upanishad also these Upasanas highlighted. Upastayaha, meditations are given. Upasti, ikarantaha, strilingaha, upasti sabdaha, prathama vibhakti bahuvachanam. Upastayaha. Prag anabhyasinaha. Anabhyasinaha, those who have not finished the upasana before coming to Shastra. Prag anabhyasinaha. Na abhyasinaha. Those who have not practiced dhyanam, upasana, ekarupa, upasana, ishtadevata, upasana, those who have not done, prag anabhyasinaha, paschat, later, brahma abhyasena tad bhavet. Tat means ekagryam bhavati. Brahma abhyasena. So they have to do this nididhyasanam. Those who have not done ekarupa upasana before coming to Shastra, they alone need nididhyasanam. Brahmabhyasena aikagryam bhavet. Therefore, along with Shastra study, you sit, again do nididhyasanam, or while walking, while doing your work, you can do Brahmabhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam. Nididhyasana is not required for a person who has already completed upasana before coming to Shastra. While listening itself classly, Aham Brahmasmi Jnanam Undadam. Inka thiripi poi ukkanande Aham Brahmasmi Dhyanam Teveye ille. Those who have completed upasana, because they have already a directing mind, channelized mind, disciplined mind. Therefore, for them it is very clear while listening itself. Nididhyasanam tevaya avanike. Tevaya ille. Yarukku tevayanna nididhyasanam anna. Yaar upasana pandalayo. Prag anabhyasinaha. Paschat enna pannanom shastrathukku vandadukku appuram vandittom shastrathukku edo we have liking for Shastra. We have not done upasana. Now you do Brahmabhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam. Ingyavathu pannu sariya. And solrar. Therefore, don't stop with Shravanam Mananam. Go and sit. Do Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam. First chapter lone sollitar. Ipo ennu solranna adi kuda only beginners ku da. Innu advance enna Nididhyasanamla Brahmabhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam. Brahmabhyasena bhavet. Tad bhavet means aikagryam bhavet. Once ekagrata comes, what happens? Easily viparita bhavana you can eliminate. Next shloka. So how to do this? Brahmabhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam. Vashishta Ramayanalla, the Vasishta tells to Rama. Valmiki writes 34,000 slokas. I love to take that Yoga Vashishtam, highly advanced text. So you have to prepare yourself. Prasthanatrayam ella mudichina panna nanna irukum. Nama prasthanatrayam annade theriyade. Ipo Yoga Vashishtam enna padikka mudiyum? The teacher, for their satisfaction, they have to teach, that's all. It is like Ashtavakra Gita. Highest Vedanta anamata. He goes directly. Directly anana. Directly, no, this Upasana, he goes straight, it says straight, Ashtavakra, Janaka Pesnama, Yoga Vasishtam, high philosophy. Romma Nanna Irkum. I'll try. Time Kadicha, Pakala. Okay. My intellectual has had itching, you know. Idella Sholano, Asha Irkum. But Kekarthika Adi Irkaname. Adi start Panda Namatra Mukadna Epidate. People must be there to listen. So at least a sample I will show you now. Tat chintanam tat kathanam anyonyam tat prabodhanam etadeka paratvam cha Brahmabhyasam vidurbudhah. Budhaha Brahmabhyasam viduhu. Wise people declare this is called Brahmabhyasa. Brahmabhyasa means Vedantic meditation number 2. Vedantic meditation number 2 means you don't require any particular time, particular place, particular asana to contemplate. At any time you can do contemplation. After studying Shastra for a length of time, what you have to do? He gives 3 exercises. At least you do this. Suppose you have not done Ekarupa Upasana, Vishwarupa Upasana thoroughly, sufficiently. You are not able to remove your Viparita Bhavana. At least you do this now. What you can do? Tat Chintanam. Think about that Brahman. Read your notes if you are able to. Because you have scribbled in the class. If you are able to read, you can read your notes. You take your own text and go through again the lesson. What are CDs or cassettes, whatever. Tat Chintanam. Number 1. Dwelling upon the teaching. Then Tat Kathanam. Whatever you have received, the teaching, just share with your family member if any person is interested in listening. Suppose they ask, what Swamini taught today? Tell me. Suppose they ask, then you can share. Swamini said this in that class. This is the lesson I have received from Swamini. Like that you can share Tat Kathanam. If they are interested only. Okay. Otherwise you don't go and just disturb them. Don't disturb other people. If they are interested, you can Tat Kathanam. You can share. Anyonyat Tat Prabodhanam. Mutual sharing. If same student, one student also studying, same, both of them knows each other. Both of them can mutually share each other. Swamini said this. Sadhana camp, next time onwards, suppose I don't take 4 classes. 2 classes only, Tat Anyonya Tat Prabodhanam. Group study, adella vekkipore. Idella serious students gida camp, sadhana camp. Only for serious students. That you have to do Tat Chintanam, Tat Kathanam, Anyonya Tat Prabodhanam. Both of them you have to share. Then you can dwell upon that subject. These are the 3 exercises. Dwelling upon your own notes or your own cassettes or CDs, or you can share if any other person is interested, or you can mutually share with colleagues, same students, colleagues, you can share it. Or you can teach also. If you are qualified enough to teach, you can teach to people. It is a type of Nididhyasanam. These are all come under Nididhyasanam only. Etadeka paratvancha. Give importance to Eka Paratvam. Eka Paratvam means this is the only predominant priority, top priority for me. Either Tat Chintanam or Tat Kathanam or Anyonya Tat Prabodhanam. In the moodula edo one priority irukkanam. Not to any anatma vishayams. Etat Vedantic teaching. This Vedantic teaching alone is top priority for me. Either I spend time with my notes, books, CDs, or I spend time with others sharing, or I mutually share with colleagues. Any one of these must be top priority. Atma Vishayam only must be priority. Eka Paratvam, no other things. Anatma Vishayam irkave kudad, pesha kudad. Pesha kudadani sollinde irpe naan. Yenna Brahmabhyasam Vidur Buddha. This alone is called Brahmabhyasam. This is alone called Brahmabhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam. When we go to any camp or any place, we are just dragged by the trees and birds, not Brahman. We are dragged. Of course, Brahman, tree also Brahman, bird also Brahman. But I see the Atma Drishti, it is wonderful. But I see Anatma everywhere, it won't work. Therefore, make use of every minute for Brahma Abhyasa. Don't waste your time. And solla porar avare. Yaru Vidyaranyar. Vidyaranya says, Naan sollala, Upanishad says and solrar. Therefore, he quotes Brihadaranyaka, Bhagavad Gita. He quotes from all those places how Upanishad says about Brahma Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam, how Lord Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, and all he is going to do lot of threadbare analysis. அப்போவாவது நமக்கு விபரீத பாவனம் போயிடுமோ, கஷ்டம், எலிமினேட் பண்ணலாம்னு சொல்லி அவர் முயற்சி பண்ணுறாரு. நம்ம கூட முயற்சி பண்ணணும், பண்ண நன்னா இருக்கும். அப்போ ஞான பலம் வரும். More in the next class. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.